Speculation is swirling about what lies ahead for the Lakers. Attention has now shifted to the front office and the path they will choose during an offseason that could reshape the franchise's direction. After their recent playoff exit, management may prioritize strengthening the team around LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Still, they must also think seriously about the long-term future of the organization. Finding the right balance between immediate improvements and sustainable success is a challenge that the Lakers' leadership must tackle. Assuming James doesn't retire, he remains central to the Lakers' short-term outlook. However, he doesn't seem to fit into their plans for the distant future. This creates a dilemma, as James might become a dispensable piece if the team's focus shifts toward building around Luka Doncic, especially with Doncic's eventual free agency on the horizon. Doncic, still in his prime, is a once-in-a-generation talent who thrives when the ball is in his hands. While there were flashes of brilliance in the James-Doncic partnership, it also highlighted overlaps in their playing styles. Both are high-usage playmakers who control the game's tempo, which can reduce the overall effectiveness of the offense. This redundancy becomes more problematic when role players struggle to stay involved without regular touches or a structured offensive system. On the Skip Bayless Show, Michael Rappaport weighed in on LeBron's fit with the current team. He argued that James doesn't mesh well with this Lakers squad, even labeling him a vibe killer. Rappaport acknowledged that some aspects of the James-Doncic duo worked, but said it ultimately fell short. He suggested it might be time for the team to move on, claiming LeBron drains the group's energy. Unless reinforcements arrive, he believes the Lakers would benefit by parting ways with James. Rappaport pointed out that while LeBron used to be among the top 5 or top 10 players in the league, the team failed to perform in the playoffs. He described James as someone who brings down the team's morale. Although letting go of one of the game's all-time greats might seem outrageous, such a move could give the Lakers more flexibility and a clearer long-term plan. It's well known that both James and Doncic prefer to dominate the ball. Neither is known for elite defense, largely due to the energy they expend on offense. Relying on LeBron to carry the team year after year is no longer realistic. His age and career mileage are major considerations. Even though he still plays at a high level, the grind of an 82-game season followed by a playoff run is extremely demanding. Doncic, in contrast, represents the team's future and could be the centerpiece of a younger core. With James still on the roster, there's an urgency to win immediately. Removing that pressure might help the younger players develop more naturally. It could also ease the burden on head coach J.J. Redick, who is entering his second season and still adjusting to his role. Redick, a former elite shooter and analyst, has shown promise as a coach. However, he's under intense scrutiny as he leads one of the NBA's most iconic teams while managing the personalities of two superstars. A younger, more balanced roster could align better with Redick's modern coaching style. Even so, deciding to move on from James won't be easy. The Lakers probably wouldn't receive much in return through a trade, and James may not be willing to leave on his own. Still, with a $52 million player option looming, it will be interesting to see if this topic becomes a serious discussion during the offseason. Making such a move would attract major media attention. The Lakers would need to handle public relations carefully, deal with possible fan backlash, and manage internal team chemistry. However, this franchise has a history of bold decisions, and another one may be necessary to remain competitive in an ever-changing league. Right now, the Lakers are at a pivotal point following a disappointing season. Their upcoming decisions could influence the team's future for many years. With so much at stake, the basketball world will be paying close attention. The Lakers also face uncertainty surrounding point guard Austin Reeves. As the new season approaches, his future with the team is unclear. Reeves has been a crucial part of the roster recently, but delivered a subpar performance in the playoffs. This has raised doubts about whether he should return in the purple and gold. Under his current contract, Reeves can stay with the Lakers for another 4 years for around $89.2 million. Despite this offer, rumors suggest he might decline and test free agency, seeking a more lucrative deal elsewhere. This report came from Ricardo Sand of Sports Illustrated. While losing a player like Reeves would hurt, it could also relieve some pressure from the Lakers' front office. If he leaves, the team could avoid navigating tricky trade scenarios and instead focus on finding new talent. Given the tension between Reeves and the team after their playoff disappointment, his exit might not come as a shock. At the start of the 2024-25 season, Reeves was viewed as nearly untouchable. His steady improvement made him a vital part of the rotation. He had a standout regular season, averaging 20.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, and 1.1 steals per game. He even scored a career-high 45 points in a February game against the Pacers. However, this form didn't carry into the postseason. During their 5-game series against the Timberwolves, his shooting dropped from 46% to 41%, and his scoring fell to 14.9 points per game. His assist numbers also slipped to just 3.3 per game. These declines were concerning, especially since the Lakers needed a strong secondary playmaker next to James and Doncic. Doncic, who joined the Lakers via a blockbuster trade last offseason, is now a key figure in the team's future. The expectation was that he and LeBron would form a powerful duo and push for a title. Although there were some exciting moments in the regular season, the playoffs revealed problems. Both stars failed to establish strong chemistry, and their defensive shortcomings were exposed by the younger, faster Timberwolves. This early exit has led to questions about whether LeBron and Doncic can work together in the long run. With Reeves also underperforming, the front office has a lot to consider regarding their core players. Reeves remains valuable during the regular season, helping the team secure wins and home court advantages. But the playoffs demand reliability, and he fell short when it mattered most. His disappearance on the big stage left a gap that even Doncic and James couldn't fill, especially when the role players didn't step up. Currently, Reeves is set to earn $42.5 million annually. If he departs, that money would be freed up, giving general manager Rob Pelinka more flexibility in the market to find new contributors. This financial room could prove critical for the Lakers as they try to regroup. It's also important to remember that Anthony Davis is no longer part of the roster, having left in the previous offseason. His absence has left the team without a dominant big man, making it tougher to match up against opponents with strong frontcourt players like Denver and Minnesota. Losing Reeves, coupled with James' aging and Doncic's heavy usage, places the team at a turning point. The Lakers must now decide whether to stick with this core or start preparing for the future. If Reeves hits the open market, the team may not be able to match other offers depending on their cap situation. That risk, combined with his drop-off in the playoffs, increases the pressure on management to make smart decisions that will benefit both the present and the future. This summer might mark the end of Reeves's time in Los Angeles. His rise from undrafted player to playoff starter has been impressive, but the business side of the NBA often outweighs loyalty. To return to true contention, every part of the roster must be re-examined. Reeves' status is just one of many issues the Lakers must address. Their next steps could redefine the team's direction. With fans and analysts watching closely, the stakes have never been higher. One area where the Lakers are lacking is in the paint. They need a strong and experienced presence near the rim. Enter Brook Lopez, the veteran 7-footer from the Milwaukee Bucks. He could be a viable free agency target. Lopez played for the Lakers in the 2017-18 season and has since reinvented himself as one of the league's best 3-and-D big men. Even though he's turning 37 before the next season, he remains an effective rim protector and floor spacer. In the 2023-24 season, Lopez appeared in 80 games. He averaged 13.0 points per game while shooting efficiently, 50.9% from the field, 37.3% from three-point range, and 82.6% from the free throw line. He also added 5.0 rebounds and 1.9 blocks per game.